Dangerous Podcast. Bebo P's in the building. What's good? It was going bar for bar. They camp was going down, man. Let's get it.
Good. What's good?
Hundo up in this thing. Hundo.
We ain't out.
F to the R to the S to the H to the O to the U to the T. That fresh I ain't got the little clock, man, but you know what time it is, man. Fresh Out, episode 272. Goddamn. Going in hard in the paint, man. J Camp's in here, man. Going for Alabama, man. Salute, man. Bebo P's in here. J Camp, what's good, D?
What's happening? What's good?
Man,
What's
man,
good,
man. Man, J Camp, man. We see you, man. Exclusive hat, man. Yeah, man. Talk about that later on. Bebo P, what's good?
Hey, doing better than New York City's Mayor Eric Adams right about now, given his 4 federal charges.
A lot of people doing better than him, big dog.
Man, so much Diddy and that baby over there.
Right. But speaking of federal charges, we'll speak about that in today's show. How you doing, Ice Boy?
Hey, man, like I said, man, doing better than most. Like I said, man, some problems are good problems, man. We got them good problems, you know what I'm saying, over here, man. You know, mighty sharp over here, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
Salute to y'all out there too.
Yeah, man. Salute to everybody. Man. Salute to all the hip hop heads, man. Salute to everybody. I mean, minus the diddler. Salute to everybody, man. Locked up, man. Hold it down, man. Getting out soon, man. We do this for y'all, man. We do it for everybody, man. NY to Cali, man. Hip hop is basically worldwide, man. Nationwide. Again, it's election year, man. Regardless of who you going for, man. Get out there and vote, man. You know what I'm saying? Your vote does count, man. So get out and do that, man. Salute. And also, man, salute to everybody, man, that's been affected with the hurricane and tropical storms, man. Hoping you get back on your feet soon, man. Hopefully this is a little show you can take some time out, man. Get your little cheese nips or cheese its, you know what I'm saying? And get in the game with it, man. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about some hip hop for a little bit. So again, as everybody's coming in here, man, salute, man. We got to kind of just, let me turn the music off real quick, man. Just salute to young Dolph, you know what I'm saying, man, that Adolph, man, Memphis, stand up, man, salute. That was our brother, man. You know, his life was taken, been 2 years?
Like three?
Yeah.
Few years ago, at least, yeah.
Crazy when you think about it, man.
Right.
And this is the thing, dude, like, in no disrespect,
man.
Yeah, no disrespect, man, you know what I'm saying? We go to Memphis to get some ribs, man. Don't be doing nothing to us or nothing, man, but this dude basically, man, would come back home just to give out stuff to people, man. Because again, like, you know, if you watching the interviews, man, he was like, man, I was that kid, man. I wish somebody throw me a dub when I was walking. We didn't have nothing. So Dolph would always come back, man, to do dope things in Memphis, go get them cookies for the fam. And, you know, that led to his
the community. You know,
yeah. So that led to his demise, man. So again, if you're out the hood, maybe stay out of it a little bit. At least bring your security. But again, his shooters were on trial, and dude was telling. That dude told everything. You know what I'm saying? Let me play real quick now.
In the murder of Memphis rapper Young Dolph. But prosecutors say this is only the beginning in the fight for justice, and eyes are now turning to other men charged in the case. WREG's Shay Simon has more on what's next.
Shay up in here, man?
Affirm this verdict. As to the first-degree murder, I sentence you to life in prison.
Moments after a jury found Justin Johnson guilty Thursday on all 3 counts in the murder of Memphis.
Fair use, man. We reacting to the video, man, for the hip hop education, man. You know how it goes down. Salute the PRE. I'm a people in PRE, man. Memphis.
This rapper, Young Dolph, this cryptic post was shared to Johnson's Instagram, saying they can throw away the keys before I ever eat the cheese.
Justice has been done, at least so far.
With at least 4 others charged in this case, it is far from over. Cornelius Smith and Hernandez Govin now both face charges of first-degree murder, conspiracy, and attempted first-degree murder. Smith's case has been said.
So, like I said, man, main shooter, man. First of all, that's the rapper Straight Drop.
Straight Drop, right. Cornelius Smith.
Getting a life joint. But that and the sad part, man, is the other shooter, man, like did this on his daughter's birthday. Cause he said he didn't have no money for his daughter, man, which is crazy, by the way. That you are living a life like that where you take somebody's life over
to get some
cash. Yeah, over some chips for your
That
daughter, man.
that you
know what I'm
never
saying?
got. Really.
Right, that you never got. You got $800, man. Get out of here, man. You didn't get no bread. So again, man, like you lose this dude that's doing crazy things in the community for Memphis. And then the other sad part, it was financed allegedly by another rap label. You know what I'm saying? What you guys thoughts, man, on just all this stuff together? Because again, salute to Bruce, Nightmare, all our people, man. You know how it goes down. Low,
Absolutely, man. Peace and
PBS Last.
nightmare,
We talked
man.
about
All
this
day.
on another platform that we had when it first went down 3 years ago. Now that everything's come to as a circle, we know what's going on. What's your thoughts, J. Kemp, Bebo P, and salute to everybody in the chat?
Man, it's just like you said, Iceberg, man. It's unfortunate, man, what dudes would do for some change, man. And the fact that we're in such a bad predicament that we're willing to take somebody's life for a short-term come up. Because when you think about what was it, Iceberg, 50K? Was that the price allegedly? Or was
Hundo.
it 100K?
Hundo.
Yeah.
When you think like 100K does not stretch in 2024, almost 2025. That money does not stretch. It's going to be gone before you know it, especially if you don't have any residual coming outside of that. So the fact that we're that fiscally irresponsible, plus that irresponsible just from a mentality standpoint, where we're not even thinking about consequences, or consequences be damn, I should say, Bebo P. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like I said earlier, man, I miss Dolph. I was a fan of his music. I was a fan of his swag. And
Absolutely.
It's sad, man, when a man is trying to give back to folks who don't have it. And it kind of deters people from now doing the same thing. Man, I had an OG tell me a long time ago, the hood ain't fun. Like, get out of here as quickly as you can and don't come back. Don't look back. Don't feel bad about not looking back either. And I thought that was harsh when I first heard that, Bebo P. But when you think about it, man, it's real talk, man, because your own would turn on you in a minute, man. But things like this, you know what I'm saying? This man is doing a good deed and he's killed in cold blood because of just food, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're not gonna get into like the rigmarole behind the killing, but we're just talking about like present day and the fact that this man's life is gone. At least justice will now be served, man. But salute to, I should say, peace and blessings, man, to Dolph's family, Paper Route Empire, justice. It still doesn't help the streets, man, because I feel like this is just going to warm the streets back up for things to come in the future, man. But Bebo, I'll let you step in, bro. I know I was going for a minute.
Hey man, you spin bars, man. Salute, J. Kemp. Bebo P, man, what you thinking on PRE, man? All this stuff going on, man. And it honestly, this is the tip of the iceberg. Pause. But what's your thoughts, man?
I think about the Bible verse, and I don't have it memorized, but from what J. Camp said, or at least one of the things he said, it reminds me of the Bible verse that says something to the effect of a prophet not being accepted in his own hometown. So this is a, obviously we're recapping what happened sadly a few years ago, but it makes me think about that in connection to the late great young Dolph, who was somebody that was not only he wasn't just a rapper, but he was somebody, as we said before, who was contributing to his community in
heavy too,
various ways. Yeah, absolutely heavy. And I know Iceberg, in the news clip you had in that news clip that you had played, it showed one of the two guys, Hernandez Govan. He is the dad, I believe, of Lotta Cash Desto, who got hit. I guess not too long ago at a traffic light. So it just goes to show you, like you said, J. Camp, the streets that's not it, man. In fact, Jay even said it on Drake's double album. Streets is done.
Yeah.
It's been done. Yo Gotti's primary connection to this Tennessee versus Justin Johnson court case regarding the taking out of or the life removal of young Dolph, to our knowledge, was really his big brother, Big Jook, who wasn't just brothers with, you know, one another, but he was a part of the label of Yo Gotti's, you know, the CMG joint. So, you know, Big Juke at the time was a managing artist, and with him having allegedly orchestrated this whole removal of young Dolph, that's a piece of the puzzle, or rather a person that can't testify or be subpoenaed in order to do so.
Right.
You
So
know,
right
he
now
can't be
it's just fodder in court that's being said. You know, these things are being alleged. So we're not saying that did happen. We're just, you know, just putting a bow on,
putting the pieces.
We're putting the pieces together, man. You know,
pick up the pieces.
Obviously, we'll see how things continue to transpire with this case, as well as any further developments as to whether or not Yo Gotti's going to be questioned or, you know, sent to court in order for questioning to take place. But one thing's for certain is Cornelius Smith, man, he had zero problems in ratting out Justin Johnson for him, for Justin to get life in prison without parole in grand detail on day one of this trial. I believe it was. But I guess that's what happens when you only receive 2% of the funds you were promised to sadly take somebody out, which obviously.
And as far as we know, too, Bebo P and Iceberg, is that Gotti's name was not mentioned in any of the court docs that's public. So again,
I will say this though, bro. I will say this. When the lawyer was questioning Cornelius Smith, in so many words, Cornelius did admit to the label paying the lawyer fees of the $50,000.
The label, but Gotti specifically wasn't really mentioned.
Not
He
really.
wasn't directly mentioned. He might have been indirectly, but it wasn't like
correct. So let me ask you this question then. Since though there wasn't a direct admission, do you believe that though there is somewhat of an indirect connection by way of the label, that Yo Gotti will be called into question?
I mean, you know, that's always tough when you're trying to tie loose ends like that. You know, especially when a man is not, you know, directly mentioned as being part of the conspiracy or the hit, whatever you want to call it.
And he can always say, "Hey, it's my brother. My brother did it."
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Bebo P, they can always call him as a witness. You know what I'm saying? To give a testament, but it does not mean that he is a what do you want to call it? Yeah, it doesn't mean that he's like directly involved.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, again, cats go rogue all the time. You know what I'm saying? That cats don't even know this in your circle is just doing griminess, man. I mean, it happens. It happens in sports all the time. Coaching staff, somebody up going rogue. The head coach don't know nothing about it, man. The dude's over here like doing some nasty stuff. So again, I'm not saying that there's any innocence. I'm just saying that we do have to allow, you know what I'm saying, the law to handle its business. But, you know, I don't want to indict a man without really having the pieces to the puzzle.
Right, without all the facts.
Public opinion. Now, public opinion probably, you know, Cass is definitely doing that public opinion, but I like to look at the facts too. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I don't see his name really plastered in too much, man. But I'll let you go in, Iceberg. You might have a completely different take on that.
Well, this is the thing, man. I like true crime podcasts and all that. I'm a conspiracy dude. That's why we got the button right here. You know what I'm saying? Gotti's going down. Gotti's going down.
Iceberg, are you saying that he's getting that RICO charge?
Man, this is the thing, man. Eric Adams, the diddler. We got a lot of mayors getting them indictments. You know what I'm saying? It's the year, man. They Jay-Z said it. The streets is dead, man. You know what I'm saying? But also too, man, it's a target on rich black men. And again, when you get to that level, you see other men of other cultures doing some of these things, but they got different kind of connections though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got this money. Pull out the money, BOP. So
Mm-hmm.
again,
they got it all.
When their uncle died and Big Jook got shot at the funeral, and they didn't solve the crime.
Still crazy, man.
And Gotti left out with the quickness. Hey man, I was like, yo, Gotti knows something. He left so quick, and you haven't seen him in Memphis since then. You haven't. I mean, this is the thing. And salute to Glorilla. Glorilla got an album coming out. You ain't even seen him with her. He's the Memphis Russell Simmons. You ain't seen that nigga. So again, he's trying to be out of sight, out of mind. I think he knew this court case was coming and his name's gonna bring up. And like I said, if you've been watching the Law and Order little channel, Law and Crimes, whatever the heck it's called, the DA went straight for the CMG connection.
Sure
he
did.
said cocaine
Right.
music group. He didn't say what they call it now, whatever they call it now, to not be called cocaine. Because remember, Jay-Z told him, don't say anymore. Don't say the C no more. You know what I'm saying? So, Gotti's going down. And the sad part is now,
could
this is the
happen.
thing. Allegedly, Hernandez and Juk said, hey, man, pop any of them dudes with them chains on that day. And they just saw Dolph. You know what I mean? So, in my opinion, Gorilla don't go to no job Memphis Grizzly games this year. Nobody from CMG better go step nowhere in Memphis.
What do you guys think Angela Simmons is going to do based on the sentencing that took place of Justin Johnson?
Hey, man, I think she's turned on. I think she loves it.
Okay.
I think this is why she messes with these kind of dudes. Her dad's a preacher, and her first baby daddy got shot.
And her purse is that of a blicky, so...
Shout out to Double Barrel. I think, man, again, she likes this kind of stuff, but again, man, watch out who you deal with. You know what I'm saying? I got family members, man, the women who kind of like those kind of men.
We all do.
Good luck.
Good
luck.
Family members, yeah.
That's almost a pandemic right now, you know.
Man.
If you tapping in right now, man, salute, man. Got mad love for you, man. This is where hip hop lives, man. Fresh out. J Camp, man, Bebo P, the best dudes in the game. Let's be clear. What's you guys' final thoughts on the Dolph joint, though?
I mean, like you said, Iceberg, that tenfold conspiracy could be 1,000% true. I'm not saying it's not. I mean, I lean in the direction that you lean in. Man, when it comes to stuff like this, man, you can just never be too assuring of it, though. I mean, because every time we think somebody sometimes is going to go down, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they don't. But at the end of the day, when there's smoke, there's fire, and there's evidence pointing, and the wind is blowing in certain directions. So you do got to question some of these things, just like you said. So we'll see what happens, man.
And he's connected to Jay, so that might be his get out of jail free card too. You know what I mean?
We'll see what happens. I mean, at least he's laying low. He ain't saying nothing. So, you know, he's
you better lay low.
He's letting the process kind of play out.
Nigga, I hope so.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't doing like Diddler's son was doing, making a record, diss record on the FBI. Like, just
take that.
Silly stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gotti's smarter than that, man. So,
Gotti is smart, man. He got the dome too, man. Salute to that dome he got, man.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, you know, hopefully this at least gives the family of Dolph some level of comfort that his killers have been apprehended and they're getting life. So, you know.
Facts. Bebo P, take us home on this one, man.
Hernandez Govan and Big Jook allegedly conspired for all of this to take place, leading to the result of Young Dolph. And what I think about is the fact that Cornelius Smith and Justin Johnson were essentially preyed on, lied to, and their lives are ruined.
Yeah, for $800.
You know, they got a family too. And of course, young Dolph had a family as well as a life. But it just goes to show that fast money is not where it's at. I understand that, conditions are rough if you're in the hood, or, if your funds are low, or, your lifestyle's not desirable or whatever, but robbing another person of their life is not the way to get to that level of success.
That ain't the avenue.
It's not the avenue at all. And because of it, a whole bunch of lives are ruined, directly and indirectly. Those who were directly a part of the unaliving of young Dolph, but also, family and loved ones. And it just goes to show that all it takes is for one moment to cause a domino effect. But what we want to see is healing come from this. Hopefully there's no further violence that happens in Memphis or really anywhere else, of similar nature. And we just really have prayers and condolences for the loved ones of young Dolph, and again, all affected parties. So yeah, salute.
Hey man, this is the thing too, man. Salute to them PRE niggas. You ain't seen no RIPs. Man, they went out there and just got busy.
Man.
So anybody who's connected to this, good luck. But again, man, we lost a real one, man. Dolph was a star. He was the dude that everybody wants to see come back to the hood, man, and show that love. And again, man, his imprint is still out there. I still see cars with the Dolph print on them. You know what I'm saying? So I seen somebody with a gun the other day. You know what I'm saying? With the Dolph Jones. So again, man, his legacy is gonna live throughout, man. So
it will,
man. Salute to real man, Dolph, man.
I just hope, man, that cats continue to be as generous as Dolph, but careful at the same time, man. Brothers, protect yourself when you lead a life of being a leader. Leadership requires responsibility as well, man. Just take care of yourself, get you some security, be smart about it, take care of home, but also take care of home. You got a family too, so you got to always be self-aware, always have awareness, man. Your spider senses and your radar should always be on full tilt, man. So brothers, please, let this be a lesson for everybody, man.
And in addition to which, it's alleged that ever since young Dolph refused to sign with CMG, that's when all of this beef and everything led up to this point, amongst not only Dolph and CMG, but other parties as well. So it's be careful as well, in addition to what J Camp stated, because sometimes when you step out on your own by way of faith in anything that you do, you're gonna have some level of strife to come against you. Maybe not in this exact same fashion, but you're gonna have enemies. You're gonna have enemies and people
success breeds that, like,
hate you because of their ego, pride, and jealousy. So
they jealous, man. Like,
hey, man, youngins take notes, man. This is how most of it ends, man. So again, man, do what you do, but know when to dip out. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Go ahead and finish it up, J. Kim.
No. Like you put a bow on that beautifully.
He did.
Well, you did when you said, "Be careful."
Be careful.
We gotta talk about Mr. Baby Oil. Usher. The diddler, man. Speaking of those dominoes falling, Bebo. You got Mr. Pink. You know what I'm saying? They out here getting busy, man. The diddler situation is deeper than just him and what he's been doing, man. There's the domino effect that Bebo P said, man.
Yep.
We see now these celebrities from this situation protecting themselves. And again, Elon said it, man. Twitter and X is a social media platform, but it's also a crime scene. Because you can go back and look at what somebody was doing 10 years ago.
Yep. It's
Let me
receipts.
play there's mad receipts. So speaking of receipts, let me holler at BOP's ex, man, Paula. Hold up.
Usher is speaking out about his tweets mysteriously somehow disappearing after his friend and former mentor.
She got them Kamala little audio earrings on.
Stop.
Right.
Holmes was arrested
And never
on
that
sex
News
trafficking
Nation.
charges. News Nation senior story editor
What
Paula
you talking
Sullivan
about?
joins me live with the scoop here. Paula, this sparks some suspicion and really caught a lot of fans' attention. Do you think it was hacked? What's the scoop?
Yeah, I do. Why not? I mean,
This
here's
News
the
Nation,
deal.
y'all. Come on.
Usher knows Diddy very well. I would not necessarily call them friends. He's definitely been distancing himself for years and has come out and said.
Let's be clear. Usher said his shit was hacked. So you're gonna hack the bull, but delete it. Like
That don't make sense, bro, at all. Zero.
You know what? I lived with him for a year. By the way, note to Usher's mom, you're going to give up your 13-year-old kid to go live with Diddy for a year? WTF. However, she did. And he saw everything, and it was really disturbing. And, you know, Howard Stern once asked him, hey, would you let your kids go, you know, hang out with Diddy? And he was like, yeah, absolutely not.
J Can't BOP in the chat. We saw Pink delete her bull. Nobody cares. We saw Usher delete his bull. We saw Megan Fox. There's been a couple of people, you know, slipping, sliding on X, man. Because again, X was a spot where you went and I'm over here. Let me put my location in.
Right. Tapped in. Everybody was tapping in on X.
Super tapping in. And let's be clear, like, they said there's some tapes running around right now, allegedly. So again,
You know how Hollywood
if
get
I can
down.
wipe everything off, let's do it. Do you think? Again, Usher said he was hacked. Wink. Do you think he was hacked? Yes or no? J Can't BOP in the chat. And if so,
No.
What's next for the youngins, for the celebs out here, man? Basically, about to get on 21 Front Street.
No, he definitely was not hacked. Like it's just you just don't all of a sudden get hacked and then history gets deleted. Like that just don't make any sense. Like, you know, it would have been better for him just to come out and say, look, man, I'm starting with a clean slate. I'm wiping all this foolishness off X, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of capping when we know like you trying to like you know there's some incriminating things in there that you don't want people to see or you don't want prosecutors to see.
Man.
So, you know, it is what it is, man. I mean, as far as what's next, we know what's going to happen. Like this is the same questions we asking here is going to be the same questions the prosecutor's going to ask. They're going to put you on the stand, bro. Like you better get that. You better get that letter. You're going to have to see the judge, man.
Yeah, man.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
B-Boy, you think the same thing as Camper?
Absolutely. Usher claiming that the over 7,000 Twitter/X posts on his profile page being hacked. That's
Over
full
7,000.
7,000. Wow.
Yeah, over 7,000. That's all the way big time cap. It's kind of that Joanne Reed move when she was blogging about a certain delegation.
Not that dirty tennis ball.
We won't go there though.
Not that dirty tennis ball.
But you know, and for Pink to only have 3 posts on her page left from 2017 and 2019 as well as Megan Fox and allegedly Jennifer Lopez scrubbing their post on the same social media website, and a boatload of notable CEOs recently stepping down from their prestigious roles. I wouldn't be surprised if many or all of the parties that we're discussing are contacting their high-profile lawyers for the possible soon-to-come legal ramifications that could damage their reputations.
Well,
Because if they don't get ahead of this somehow, it's going to be curtains. And either way, a lot of powerful people are shook from Diddy's recent arrest from the feds. And if any of them are seen in that terabytes, emphasis on terabytes of footage confiscated during the late March 2024 raid of Diddy's 2 mansions, then heads are definitely going to roll. I believe the saying goes, the ship is sinking and the rats are scrambling to stay alive.
Absolutely. Bebo, I'll say this though too. I think the lawyers were the ones who gave them celebrities the heads up.
Yeah, hey man, get
'Cause,
your
you
shit clean,
keep
man.
a lawyer. You keep a lawyer on
Yeah,
deck.
on deck.
Oh yeah,
So
On deck.
them lawyers and PR people's like, hey, this hit the fan. Go ahead and scrub that now. Get
man.
that. And you know the PR people are the one handling the social media account anyway.
Anyway, yeah, in fact, yeah.
Yep.
Nowadays they are, but back then they was like, "Oh, this is fun." No, it's not fun, man. You about to incriminate yourself, man. Get out of here.
Right.
And we saw Pink biting Bieber and Bull on the neck and Bull at the
Facts.
award show. That's on camera. Imagine what's going on at Diddy's house.
Right.
Ooh, yikes.
So, but this is the thing though. Do you think Usher also did this for them Bieber tapes with Diddy? Because again, who you think brought him over to the crib?
Wow.
Because this might not be covering his butt as far as like what happened with him and the diddler and that baby oil. It might be to make sure he's good with that Bieber joint. What's your thoughts on that real quick, J. Kent, Bebo P in the chat? I mean, what is there to say? Because again, Bieber looking like Memphis, Meek Mill's out here, man. Cheeks and move.
With the bunny hop.
Man, straight bunny, man. And like I said, no disrespect or any shame to any victims, man. Let's be clear.
Correct.
But again, I don't think people are ready to see some of the people that they love and they have adored over the years in Hollywood and the music industry, knowing what they do behind closed doors, and also politicians. Maybe that's why Kamala and Hillary Clinton want to get rid of that ex and Elon Musk.
You
gonna
got
leave it there. We gonna leave it there. We not gonna say that.
It's all on you, J. Camp, from there.
J. Camper, yeah, go ahead.
Nah,
J. Camper.
man.
Let's get out here clean while we can keep a show.
Iceberg done dropped that bomb. He need to go ahead and elaborate on it. I ain't touching that.
I ain't catching that bullet, man. Nah, we ain't catching that joint. Man, hey, like I said, man. Hopefully, man, you know, everything comes to light, man. That's what I'm gonna say, man. And again, for people who were hurt, because again, now we're seeing a new 50-person lawsuit coming out of Texas, and some of them are minors and bull. So again, is some of this cash grab or this actually real people with real stuff?
Yeah.
Because we know how that goes too. You know what I mean? Like it's Trump charges, and again, it makes hip hop look bad because you know this is where it started and all that.
It
But we know,
definitely
man,
does,
Diddler's just a pawn, man. We know he was
Right.
groomed and he's making moves like how he's doing it. But again, man, y'all end it off, man. What y'all thinking on this, man, and what we gonna see in the next week or two, in the next month or so, in you guys' opinion?
I mean, I think it's going to be, like we said, there's going to be some more folks who get exposed. And
Cheeks.
it's going to be folks that get exposed, like you said, Iceberg, that nobody suspects. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we've even heard preachers and stuff was involved in that. So, like, I mean, allegedly men of God. So, it's what this is going to do is erode trust that was already like fading, you know, from Hollywood and from just stars in general. But this is going to completely cause a disconnect because we know what goes on in Hollywood is not like social reality as far as like the way people should be living. You know what I'm saying? That reality is completely like, that's different. That Epstein reality, man, is some nasty stuff, man. And there's still folks involved in that Epstein stuff who still have not been called to the carpet either. So I think these two issues are kind of like intertwined. And I think the Diddy stuff is like the second half or the latter piece of the Epstein.
I mean,
issues.
bro, we're
People
talking
will
about,
end like Epstein?
It could. It very well could, because think about it. Diddy's got or had decimated serial numbers on firearms, recordings of intimidating witnesses, yet to be revealed additional information from forensic findings of the initial raid of his two mansions, like I said before, terabytes.
Computers putin.
Right. Them computers, them computers definitely computing. Terabytes of video footage incriminating God knows who, and charges of racketeering, the 3-letter S word, trafficking by force, fraud and coercion, and transportation to engage in that P word that, you know, I don't think I have to say. Oh, you best believe a lot of
with the
elite,
oils.
yeah,
Them old.
you best believe a lot of high dignitary individuals and power players are scrambling. I don't even think we've begun to scratch the surface of how many A and B list, you know, high elite power players, from musicians to Hollywood actors and actresses to politicians, as Iceberg was saying, to maybe even royal dignitaries and maybe
former presidents. I know they're politicians, but
yep.
It's dude. I'm telling you, you can put that Epstein stuff and this Diddler stuff in one box, and that's basically
Oh yeah. I mean, and
scramble them joints, and you're gonna see the same names.
Right. So the Diddler, he could be nothing compared to, or he could be no one in the eyes of the feds compared to who really could be discovered in the data and the evidence, and you know, and so forth. So it could be a high chance that old Diddler is Epstein, maybe not, but he's done for either way.
Do you think he's gonna tell? You think he's gonna rat-tat-tooey?
I think he's the type of person that would sing if the opportunity presents itself. Why? Because he's always looked out for himself first, you know, above his artists and even his own family, sadly.
Dude, he put the mama's house up, dude, for collateral to get out.
Come on now.
Right.
Come on
and
now.
there's advantages for him to sing. You know, why would he want to be the only man to go down?
Because again, he ain't got no
makes
conspirators,
no
or
sense.
how you say it. He ain't got no
Yeah.
conspirators.
It makes no sense for him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this thing, let's be clear, man. Who put him in the game?
Andre Harrell.
No. This side, not this side. It was this side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it was that side.
Oh, okay.
Clive, right?
You talking about old Clive Davis.
Okay,
Clive,
so this is the
yep.
thing. Who was signed under Clive that had a crazy sniffle problem right when they got in the industry? Dude, she was on that powder. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we grew up, we thought Bobby put her on it, right? She was already on that bull. Let's be clear.
She was definitely already on it. She put Bobby on
by the pounds.
Man.
So again, like I said, man, this ain't nothing new with Clive, allegedly. But then again, like I said, man, Puff, I think, man, was just a young dude trying to get in the game, and he learned how to do that, which was wrong. But think about how many years and how many bodies are in these closets, man, that he has paused. You know what I'm saying? Ponds that he's moved around, you know what I'm saying, to basically get his way. You know what I'm saying? And again, we got to ask who's next. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned, because again, we talked about the Puff situation last year in August, and everybody thought we was crazy for having the hot tub sound effects. And that, man, he's never going to go down. He's down.
Yep. He's up in there with Sam Bankman-Fried or whatever.
Man, they trying to get out.
Oh, yeah.
and was fine with going on TV shows like, you know, Letterman and all them other shows, like describing the parties, how it was going down. He didn't get descriptive.
Do you see other celebrities getting arrested or just embarrassed? That's my last question. Do you see more embarrassment? Or
I think it's
somebody will get some real charges.
I think it's going to be a combo. I think you might see a handful who was really involved with him who's going to go down, but I think most of it just going to be embarrassing.
And the ones who don't, I think Patrick Bet David from Valuetainment stated something to the effect of the ones who don't get locked up, you know, any charges or whatever, they're the ones who's going to be likely beholden by the government, because all of that information is likely not going to come out. So, but they're going to be beholden in order to make sure that they don't say or do certain things in order to jeopardize, fill in a blank situation. So, and it's funny you had that News Nation clip up there, Iceberg, because Suge Knight was recently on there some days back, and he said that, yeah, he was on there from the Bing, and he was quoted in saying that the casting couch is real, but it's for women and for men. So we see that we saw where Suge was, and he even admitted, Suge did that. He had a great run, but he is where he is, and now Diddy is facing, his consequences, so to speak. And it just goes to show that absolute power corrupts absolutely is all.
Well, again, like I said, man, buyer beware. Like I said, man, it's gonna be crazy, man. Because again, like I said, no co-conspirators right now. And then everybody's gonna flip. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing the Fed's gonna do. They're gonna try to find somebody flipper, dog. So it seems like everybody flipping. At first, I thought Diddy was gonna get out. I don't think he'll ever see daylight, man.
Hey, man, the Feds have a 95 to 95% success rate whenever it comes to indicting somebody and making sure that they're put away.
They're gonna find. They found what they needed. I mean, they good, man.
It's a Rizzy, man. 50 Cent over here just laughing to the bank, dog. You know what I'm saying?
And he has speaking of 50, he has a documentary about the Diddler coming out. It's funny you mentioned.
Did he do it, dog? You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. That's why you come to Fresh Out, man. Stay tuned, man.
Already.
It's sad, man, because we grew up on Diddy, man, and all these cats, man. So to see what they doing, man, to mess up the game, man, it's jacked up. But I think hip-hop needs it, though. I think hip-hop needs to be cleansed. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like Nas said, you got to destroy to rebuild.
You're absolutely right about that.
So
100%.
But
man.
Speaking of rebuilding, man, young Karate Kid, J. Cole, Jermaine Cole, yeah, Jermaine, the one that ducked that fade from Kendrick on stage, man.
He sure did.
The Drake concert situation got canceled allegedly that night, because when Drake heard the apology, he went and sashayed his way back up to Toronto and came out with a lot of diss records.
Wait, not that sachet up there too, Don. Not that sachet.
And took an L. He's still in the studio right now.
With the bra on the microphone stand.
Salute to Kendrick. But again, we love our middle childs over here, man. We old heads, but we talk about the Kendricks, man. We talk about Drizzy. We talk about Big Sean's and all them cats. We know J. Cole basically came out with the mixtape, came out with a 7-minute drill joint, dissing Kenny. Then he walked that mug like Michael Jackson all the way back like Kamala at the border, for 20-minute photo op.
Wish he would have stayed in the race, but go ahead.
Come on now, come on. Kamala, you got to come with more. You got to stick and move with him. She gonna come with a nice interview. But J. Cole, he dropped 2 on us. He's almost turning into like the new Lil Wayne, man. He does some crazy feature verses, almost like an Andre 3000. He did one with T Grizz, man. I saw people, man. Detroit salute. Let me play just a little snip real quick, man.
Blow cold flow just prestigious. Sweats and tees, no unnecessary.
Body diverse. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? Came out, man, doing his thing. Makes us want to hear more, right? You know what I'm saying? So of course he came out with the other joint, man. With Daylight.
I apply pressure like I'm trained to stop a leak. How vain is my belief?
He bodied this.
Bodied
They
this
say
joint.
that I could be the greatest y'all seen when my cadence proper from days I laid
Slid
across
on
the
this.
street. From these Caucasian neighbors, new kids I stayed around are green and not as mean as my.
He played the joint, man. They gonna get us. But hey, man, this joint was crazy.
Yeah.
What you guys think about these 2 records, man? Number one, and is it time, man, for Cole to keep them verses, man? I know you want to heat the streets up, but is it time for him to drop an album, especially with ducking that Kenny fake? J. Kent, Bebo P in the chat, salute.
Yes and no. I think if he would have dropped an album without coming back with these verses, I think would have been a miss. And I think you got to get back in the good graces, man, of fans like myself, like you all. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that upset us. Like when that dude ducked out of that, when he backed out of that, man, like that was for like middle child supremacy. You know what I'm saying? That was for the belt. Like we was upset because a lot of us is rooting for Cole. You know, I'm rooting for Kenny too. But it's like, man, like bro, like I looked at them two dudes as the best. And I wanted to see them cast like go ahead. It don't have to be disrespectful to be a battle. It can be about the booth. Just get in there, man, and make it happen. Do it for the fans, man. That's what we was waiting on. And I don't think I mean it obviously fueled Kenny, but I don't think it was going to be anything to where it was going to go left. I don't think it was going to go anywhere. It was going to go left. I mean, Kenny wanted Drake's neck. We know that, but him and Cole would have been kind of like, to me, the main event, in my personal opinion. That would have been
Not
the
that
main event.
He come out here and get that Joe Glad.
Man, that was Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan main event, WrestleMania. That's what we was waiting on. You know what I'm saying? So,
hit me, brother. Get right.
But salute to Jermaine though, man. Like he let enough time go by. He let enough time go by, man. And the best way to get back in people's good graces is to bar out. So that's why I said if he would have dropped that album first, Bebo P, I don't think it would have landed. I think it would have been a miss.
Correct. I think you're right, man. And you brought up some great points. I would have to say that blow for blow with T Grizzly and played a collard greens with Daylight. I mean, J. Cole, he snapped on both of those tracks.
He teases us,
snapped
too much,
and obviously stood out on both tracks, right? I'd say that the real moment of truth doesn't lie in Jermaine's verses here, given we all know how potent he is in demolishing the tracks that he features on. The true test of his might is going to be when his next studio album drops.
Absolutely.
The fall off and the quality of it. You know, yeah, I mean, is that going to be the dud or the stud? Because when Cole was going heavy on the feature streak with his appearance on tracks like the one with Benny the Butcher, the Johnny P's Caddy, the All My Life joint with Lil Durk, First Person Shooter with Drake, and other tracks in 2023, his highly anticipated Might Delete Later mixtape, it didn't really hit the mark as it should have. It
wasn't a dud, but it was like
correct.
It missed the target. You still took some bodies. You still caught some people.
Right.
But
right.
you didn't. It didn't do enough damage.
Yeah, exactly my point.
Exactly
my point. So, with that said, the extremely dope verses as a feature needs to be followed up with an extremely dope project that matches the same energy.
Absolutely.
As he does every hip hop feature that he presents himself as and on. So let's hope such is the case with Jermaine with the soon to come Fall Off album. Salute to Cole for yet another stellar verse on both Blow for Blow and the play the collard greens tracks, man, because Cole is a force.
He's a force to be reckoned with, man. This is a step in the right direction for him, though, man. This at least gets him off the mat, because he was on the mat.
He was fighting.
He was on the
fighting puppies, dog.
Man.
Well, this is the thing, man. Like, what was Superman's greatest weakness other than kryptonite?
The red sun. He couldn't see through lead.
Ooh, y'all good. Y'all dope.
That too, but
the biggest thing
was his real good.
Oh, Lois Lane.
He needed that cat now. Why must I be like that? Why must I take the cat? Nothing but a dog in me. But it was not only the cat. It was his own mind. He didn't want to go full strength.
Oh, that's true too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't.
He was afraid of that.
He was afraid I was gonna hurt somebody.
Of going dumb.
To me, that's J. Cole, man. Go ahead and go crazy, bro. Don't be scared, man.
Unleash, man.
Unleash,
like, we believe in you.
Man.
Like, if you unleash and you still don't win, that's fine. Like, it's about getting into the battle. It's about going blow for blow, tilt for tilt, because you nice enough to where you can hang in there. You may not you may not take the boogeyman's head off, but you nice enough to wound him. You know what I'm saying? You can poke him a couple of times.
Yeah,
Pause.
come on, man. Pause.
You nice enough to do that.
Extra pause.
But again, you're right though, J Camp. Again, like we want full strength, DEFCON, Orange, Amber.
Jermaine.
We want Hiroshima, dog.
You're saying we need that Wolverine Berserker mode, is what you saying.
Yeah, man, we need that, dude. So again, I'm waiting on that, man. We because again, he was a protege of Jay. You know what I'm saying? He took his time to get out there, do his thing. I think it's time, man, to let them Dreddy Cougars out, man, and go crazy on him and show why you really didn't want to go hard in the paint on Kendrick, because you would have really bodied him if you really wanted
to. Like say that.
You know
say that. Like
clear.
I'm cool with that.
I'm
cool with that
too. We need it actually, man.
Ain't no disrespect if you say that, because if you think you're the best, man, like let that be known, bro. Let's.
And it's no disrespect, man. You're just saying what it is, man. Everybody should think they the best. Let's be clear. We say we the best, man. You know, it is what it is. So other people might not agree, but again, like I said, that's how you come in as a man, and that's how you do it. True masculinity. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? BOP final thought on the J. Cole dropping these verses, but we need that album.
Again, we just really hope that the soon to come Fall Off album that eventually will drop is going to really be one of the best albums of whenever it drops, 2024, 2025.
We wanted that 24.
Yeah, we definitely wanted 2024. Yeah,
I think he just needs to drop like when he drops, because Kenny found out he dropping.
Kenny got some still stuff in the tuck too. Let's be
clear. He gonna release
he back there like
Kenny gonna have a single right when he drops.
Word. Right. Hit the button.
Right.
Watch your conduct, nigga.
I keep broccoli.
That's your conduct, nigga. Watch your conduct.
It's gonna be over another alchemist, a drumless alchemist beat.
Drumless alchemist.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like I said, man, salute to
Jermaine.
Cole, man.
Salute to Jermaine, man.
Salute to North Carolina too, man. Everybody in Asheville, hope you're feeling
man.
Cool,
Western North Carolina,
man. Yeah, be careful over there, man.
Asheville,
everybody got out.
Areas like that, man. They're
going
boom.
Yeah. All the mountain areas, man, in Western Carolina, man. We with y'all, man.
Salute, man.
Salute to the
Hudson,
South.
man. Hudson watch the show, man. Salute. I think Jack's from
Carolina,
from North Carolina, man. So salute to all North Carolina people too, man.
Yeah, already, man.
Big ups to y'all.
Real quick, man, before we go in, man. This last topic, man, is sponsored by our brother, Vic Spencer, man. He just dropped the album this year, man. The Apes That Was Left Behind.
Dope
this
album.
joint is fire. Let's be clear,
Dope.
man. We've been banging this joint, man. So this topic, man, is sponsored by this album, man. Go cop it. We got it in the description box, but we got it also in the chat too. Salute. Go check him out, man. You know what I'm saying? The album's dope, fire, man. Got everybody on there, man. So definitely check him out, man. This is our guy, man. He's sponsoring this topic, man. So salute, man. Cop this album, The Apes That Was Left Behind, man. Crazy joint. Sadat X, Phil.
Salute to Sean P. This is really like a dedication,
right?
To Sean Price too, man.
Yeah.
This joint got Sadat X on it. Sean Price, man.
Rockness Monster.
Yeah, Rock is on here. Ooh,
Rome Streets is on the joint too.
Rome Streets, yep.
Rome Streets on this joint.
Rock Cook on here too.
He had some heavyweights, man.
Yeah.
Salute to Duck Down too, man.
Fillmore Green's on the joint. Yeah,
right.
Fillmore Green's on the joint. So go, man, go check this out, man. And again, also too, if you want us to promote your music, man, promote your brands, anything, hit us up, man. Our email's in the description box, man. You can always hit us on social media too, man. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? But he's sponsoring this joint. And again, Lloyd Banks, Blue Hefner, All or Nothing Mixtape series is back with the third installment. Let's be clear. Let me play this real quick, man.
Fair use.
If y'all know Lloyd, he gonna get busy, dog. Paul.
Yep.
Volume 3, Despite My Mistakes. This is gonna be crazy, man. Like I said, this is the announcement, man, that he put on IG. It's gonna be crazy. We excited for it.
Yes, very excited.
We know the first two were crazy. Again, this topic is sponsored by Vic Spencer, man. His new album, The Apes That Was Us Behind. But we definitely talking about this All or Nothing 3 mixtape. Basically, we already know what Lloyd comes with. Let's be clear, man. With the bars, man, he's gonna come with the dope production, man. Do you think this is the project that hip hop needs right now with all the Diddy stuff and all the other bull, man, we've been hearing? Is this the project that we need from a true MC to kind of put hip hop back, man, where it's at, which is in the booth, where it's supposed to be, which is in the booth? Let's be clear, with nothing but bars and real dudes going hard in the paint. Is this the project that we need right now to kind of get away from some of this negativity right now, man? Jay can't be WOP in the chat.
I think Lloyd is definitely one of many that we need. And I think kind of getting back to discussing hip hop and folks that we looking to hear from, like Lloyd Banks, I think helps kind of like get us away, man, from the foolishness that puts the stain on hip hop, like with the Diddler stuff and what he's got going on. So it does help talking about Vic, talking about Lloyd Banks, that we now get to get back to the music, man, the art, the content, and we get to keep, pushing that forward. But I'm definitely looking forward to this mixtape, man. And Lloyd has definitely been one of our favorites here on this platform. Everything that he's been doing has been extremely dope. He's obviously in his bag without label enforcement, you know what I'm saying, trying to keep him in a box so he's able to be as creative as he wants, and it's showing in the music, man. He's carefully picking his producers. Salute to Cartoon Beats, because he had the projects as well.
Man, salute to Cartoon, our brother.
With Lloyd, man, but definitely looking forward to this. Bebo P, man, the last project that he had was fire, man, and I expect this to be fire too. And it's crazy we say this, man, because now our expectations for Banks is like, hey, bro, if it ain't flame, we might have to say something about it. Like, hey, man, what's going on? But like, he ain't let us down though. So that's one thing I can say. Like, Lloyd's getting up there, like with the ransoms of the world to me, man. Like, he ain't letting us down. 38 Special ain't letting us down. This dude Vic ain't letting us down. I Am God ain't letting us down. This dude's out here that's like putting that work in, man. And we want to continue to be able to push their music and also help to rebrand hip hop back to the booth, man. Get it back to the bars, man. Let's go. That's what we doing, Bebo
right now, Jay Camp.
Yeah, I mean, hip hop is definitely in need of this. One, because it can help to take the focus to some degree away from
correct.
Yeah, to some degree from, the Diddy controversy and, the domino effect that's going to become protracted from that and other situations. But in addition to which, hip hop has been needing more albums from our legacy and non-legacy, just individuals who knows how to put it down on that mic. Whether we're talking about mixtapes or albums or singles or features, hip hop as a whole needs more people like a Lloyd Banks to really just step back up to the plate. Which what I mean is not step back up as if he's been fell off or fell back, but just come back at it once again from being consistent. We need the Lloyd Bankses out here to just continue to drop that dope quality music. I mean, all three. I think if the grand quality of his last three Course of the Inevitable studio albums, along with his last release, Halloween Havoc 4, the 72nd hour mixtape, is any reflection of his soon to come All or Nothing 3 mixtape, then we all know that we're in for yet another treat from Blue Hef. So
exactly. Because ever since he got in his bag, Bebo P, we keep talking about him.
Exactly.
Because these are memorable. They have staying power.
They do.
And I think Lloyd now realizes that too. Like, when you're on the label, man, some of that stuff it's too many filler songs. Some of that stuff don't make sense. You got to make stuff just to get through your deal until your contract ends. Now that he's a free man, he's doing the stuff that's like the streets need. He's doing the stuff that he wants to give us, man. That's just in that booth and being consistent, man. And these are the things we're gonna remember Lloyd Banks' legacy for. He's leaving a legacy right now. These projects that he's dropping is legacy worthy. We're gonna be talking about this for years, man. So
we are.
Salute to Lloyd, man, for that.
Definitely.
Well, let's be clear, man. He killed that situation, man, with Ransom and Conway. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear.
Yeah. We still talking about it. That's my point.
I think, facts. And I think what J. Camp said is such Bible, you know what I'm saying, where Lloyd, you know, most people are like, oh, Lloyd's punchline king. He ain't got no tracks. Are you serious? Have you heard the last projects that the dude put out, man? It's been crazy.
Which he fell back from the punchlines.
Yeah, it's straight bars, and the dude can make records. Because we know most people that can really spit like that, they can't make a song to get out of nothing. They can't do nothing. They've been from the Bronx, man. You know what I'm saying? Man. So this dude, man, right now, man, he's up there with the Rock Marcianos, man. Like again, the dudes that you know when they come out with a project, you just buy it. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and buy it. You know it's gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta question nothing. So again, like I said, Lloyd's up in that situation, and let's be clear, he came from a label situation underneath an artist that was huge. So it's hard to basically stamp yourself, man, as an individual, especially in this game. And we know how slimy it is, you know what I'm saying? And Lloyd is showing that, hey, man, if you really stay in the booth and love this craft, man, you can get out here and get busy. So when he drops, man, we got to support him, man. Go buy the merch, man, and everything. What's you guys' final thoughts on this Lloyd Banks upcoming mixtape? And he's got the project with Havoc, too. Let's be clear.
Yep. Both projects I'm looking forward to. And, you know, I mean, again, man, Lloyd keeps feeding us. And, you know, he's feeding the people that's hungry for hip hop. And that's why, to go back to the topic, Lloyd is needed for hip hop right now because we need to get back to being fed from a hip hop perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, we being fed buffoonery right now. You know, salute to some of the news networks that keep showing these clips. But where was y'all at when all this stuff was in the mist and it was really going down? You wasn't nowhere because homie had been on social media telling us what he was doing. Nobody cared though. It took Shorty to come out. But anywho, Lloyd, thank you, bro. So we can start really actually Jermaine too, man. So we can really get back to the music, man.
The bars are coming out, man, for this quarter, man. Let's be clear. So
absolutely they are.
Bebo, what you thinking, man? Take us home on this joint.
Yeah, I mean, artists such as the ones you guys mentioned, in no particular order, your Nas's, your Shea Noirs, your 38 Specials, your Vic Spencers, fill in the blank. You know, that ilk is no different than Lloyd Banks in the fact that they've all found that sweet spot. And they've ran with it. They've been running with it. And because of it, they put out nothing but quality material.
Yep.
Pretty much every time.
It's a must cop. Period.
So All or Nothing 3, I don't doubt that it's going to be nothing less than just stellar as his last few projects are. So salute to Lloyd Banks, man. We definitely support you, always have. And we look forward to reviewing your All or Nothing 3 mixtape, bro.
Facts.
Salute to Cartoon Beats as well.
Salute to Cartoon.
Absolutely,
man. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear, man. You've been on the show. Like I said, man, we had to give y'all that hour of power. Let's be clear. J. Kent, Bebo P. Y'all gonna be seeing a lot more of us, man. You know how it goes down. Hey, man, I think this year started off slow for the hip hop, man. And again, Cat Williams started it saying that it was gonna be a lot of drama and the truth was gonna come out. We didn't know this much truth was gonna come out. Pause.
We didn't know it was gonna be like this. You did.
But I think, man, we got a lot of projects, man. I think we you know, that's gonna come out. Again, this Lloyd one's gonna be dope. Again, the Vic joint, man. Go check that out. Links in the description, man. That's our brother, man, Vic Spencer, man. Legend in Chicago, let's be clear.
Absolutely.
We got a hall pass. Check us out on Wednesday, man. We're gonna be here 9:30, man. You know how it goes down Eastern.
Yes, indeed.
If you don't have no power, man, if you oodles and noodles in right now, man, salute, man. Hopefully your phone is charged up, man. Watch us, man. And take a break off, man. Let's talk some hip hop, man. You know how it goes down. We got mad love for everybody, man, going through this thing, man. But that's called life. You know what I'm saying? Every week, man. But like I said, man, we come here just to kind of get that therapy session, man, and it starts with that hip hop, man, and always with family. J Camp, Bebo P, man, take us home, man.
Absolutely, man. Much love to the people, man. Much love to you, brothers. Much love to the artists who continue to pump great music out.
Yes.
We're going to continue to pump you as artists, and we will
Pump up the
continue to
volume.
push
Pump up
forward
the
this
volume.
thing we call hip hop. I think we've all found our sweet spot, as Bebo P said, and everything comes full circle. We're getting back to the bars, we're getting back to the content, and we get back to the creativity. I hope this lights a fire under some of our favorite artists like Mr. Andre 3K. To put some faith back in his pen as well, and other artists who feel like hip hop they don't have anything to give. There's always something to give, and LL has proven that. I'm not here to force anybody to make music. I just want people to feel welcome and to feel blessed, also to feel appreciated, man. Because some of your older artists, they don't feel appreciated. I've heard Wu kind of hint and talk about that a couple of times going to concerts and people being disrespectful at the show. Happened to Rakim too, man. We need to be able to continue to have a place for our legacy artists to not only continue to be themselves, but to continue to put out content as well, man. So we need to continue to make sure that the hip hop platform is all inclusive for everybody. It just doesn't have to be commercial stuff. That's how we get the diddler influence. You see the people who's commercially influenced, they swing on that side. So we got to make sure the people who are pure of heart, pure pen, we get them going, man, and we continue to uplift them as well. Bebo P.
From Rich Homie Kwan's passing at 34 years of age, rest in peace, to a former president. Man. To a former president having another assassination attempt at his life, second attempt at his life. To Fat Man Scoops passing at 56 years of age. Salute to that legend. And even having revisited the late, great young Dolph's unaliving details, definitely contact your loved ones, as Iceberg always emphasizes, and take care of yourself in being as safe and as healthy as you can be. Shout out to you brothers as well, and shout out to y'all out there in the chat in the comment section, because there is no Fresh Out without you guys. To all those affected by Hurricane Helene, our condolences if there's any lives lost. Hopefully there wasn't. I don't know if that's the case, but we definitely send our well wishes your way. There's people that's trapped down in Tennessee, from a mudslide and trees falling,
rock slides,
down,
all that
rock
stuff.
slides. Power outages,
rivers overflowing. It's wild out here, people.
Right. So definitely do what you got to do to restore your homes and your families and yourselves in whatever way that you need to. And with that said, much love to everybody out there. May 31 years of behind bars justice get served to Freddie Lee Trone for the offing of P&B Rock. God rest his soul as well too. Given that it's that brother's second year of no longer being with his family.
Been a couple of years of P&B Rock too.
So
senselessly taken away from us as well.
So again, take care of yourselves, as safe as can be. God bless you all. And with that said, go ahead and land this so plain ice, boy.
Hey, man, like I said, man, it's always a blessing, man, to be able to sit down with y'all, man, chop up some hip-hop, man. It's always just therapy for me. Again, man, salute to my uncle, man.
Man.
Stroke, you know what I'm saying? This is a third uncle we've had some, health issues and life-changing things with. So,
God bless your family, man.
Again,
absolutely, man.
Call the fam, call Mom Dukes if they living, call Granny if she living. Even if they get on your nerves, man, it just sometimes your presence, man, changes everything. You know what I'm saying? And again, we becoming the OGs now. You know what I'm saying? So we the ones got to basically teach the next generation, man. And like I said, man, hip hop is a way to kind of do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and my nephew talk about old school hip hop and different artists and who influenced who, you know what I'm saying, and what sample is this that they sample from. So again, like I said, man, hip hop is family. So again, man, to rock out with these brothers, man, every week, man, is a blessing. J Camp, Bebo P, man, You know how it goes down. So like I said, man, you're gonna see us Wednesday again. Football's back. We waiting on the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
Are you ready for some football?
We saw Cat going to New York, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he ain't soft out there. You know, they're gonna give it to him, pause it.
If he
so he gonna get
they
it.
definitely will.
So, like I said, man, Fresh Out, man, hip hop, man, is back. You know,
Fresh Out.
We back,
Fresh
man.
Out.
Hey, man, salute to everybody, man. We'll see y'all Wednesday, man.
Peace, 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 peace.
World's most dangerous podcast. We go please in the building. What's good? The world doing bar for bar. The day camp was going down, man. Let's get it.
What's good?
Hundo up in the street. Hundo. We ain't
Please wipe your feet. You rocking with Fresh Out. Yeah. Fresh Out is here, ain't no tiptoeing. The competition running like they Jesse Owens. Please believe, Dookie, this is our moment. We hard in the paint, boy, Kavon Looney. I told Iceberg, please hand the koofy. I'm not a newbie. You will never catch my feet in the bad boy jacuzzi. Stop it. That's that such ish. We live B, we want the real smoke. And be careful, it's kinda cutthroat. The chat going ham, they just might make you get out like Melvin in the Blue Notes. Stop it.
Fresh Out.